Welcome and hello and hello and welcome and welcome and hello. Good evening. Hello and welcome. Greetings and salutations. Thank you for joining me on this very, very special edition of Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. Sofi is strong. Like your chunky host, the stock is actually up just a little bit on the day. I say it's not even a green day. I mean, I don't know how they stepped on this thing because they weren't borrowing, but there's still a fairly significant short on the stock that has not been covered. We're still just now I guess it's 3 weeks to the day to the earnings whisper. If you guys follow the stock goat on Twitter, and if you don't, you should. Of course, the great not a lurker J Money, our intrepid producer, points out all these tweets to me because I know you kids are all online on the internet, on the interwebs, on your smartphones. Not me, not I. I just like to curl up with a good book, maybe a nice long walk on the beach, that type of thing. But I don't connect with social media. I don't have a Twitter. I'm not trying to get followers. I don't have a point. There is no coherent pattern to the things that I do. Anyway, guys, I won't bore you with any more soliloquies. Hello and welcome, and hello, guys. Soon Poco Mas. Of course, if the day ends in a Y, we are talking Sofi Stock. Let me share my screen here with you, lousy turds. Ticker symbol is SOFI. And what I mean by the stock's not even green today, guys, Upstart's up 4%, Affirm's up 6.6%. I don't have it here, but Hood was up like 10% on that they announced they're going to have an investor day. And in fairness, Hood had some really good news coming out with, some new trading features that they'll probably be able to offer at a discount. Hood is a good company in many respects, but I think it's cyclical. I think it's risky. I think a lot of it's tied up in crypto. And honestly, at the end of the day, the type of members that they have should not even be trading the vehicles. The vast, vast majority of them should not even be trading these new vehicles. I mean, I think most people on Robinhood are not as sophisticated as they'd like to let on at these sort of long hair wannabe Steve Jobs press junket, high top sneakers, dark colored jeans, long sleeve shirts, shoulder length hair. I've had enough. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're not talking Hood. We're talking SoFi. And SoFi, the volume was really nice. 40 million shares yesterday, closer to 50. I'd like to see, 45, 50 is probably ideal. Pushes up, I think, to 58. The algo is working a little bit too hard, but this is fine. Up 15 cents on the day. The mountain and hump, the high of the day was 860. So everybody's selling calls at 8, even 850. Could have got wiped out already, but 850 is probably much less of a certainty. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Got a bunch of... guys, so I got a bunch of stuff going on, so I haven't been with you. I got just business, life, work, family, all that same stuff you guys have to do, but I'm trying to make these ridiculous videos. But it's a really good day because they want this. I mean, so many people are saying the stock's going to sell off to 6 again. And I'm saying, why? We're coming into that inflection point ER. Like I said, all the Upstart CEO got up after the last ER and just said, hey, we're turning the corner. Next quarter is going to be a lot better. They didn't show anything. And the stock just went crazy. The shorts covered. The shorts didn't dig in. It's very difficult to predict how SoFi is going to react around a really good ER. But a really good ER where you think they're going to lose 7 cents and they actually lose 3 cents is a lot different than a really good ER where they think they're going to make 4 and then they make 6. Because cash flow matters. It's not cash flow, but positive EPS matters. Stocks, you could say book value. I mean, Noto answered that question. He's like, banks trade at certain multiple of book value who return capital like we do, and that's, 6 or 7 times book value. We're trading like 2 or 3 times book value. So I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you skin the cat. I don't care how you split the baby. SoFi is dramatically undervalued. Dramatically undervalued. Growth at a reasonable price. They don't get any credit for the growth. I mean, people are ready to drop down to their knees and just fillet companies like Palantir and Hood that are honestly not growing faster than SoFi. You've seen SoFi's growth decelerate because of the macro environment, the cyclical nature of the business. I mean, just a couple of quarters ago, Hood was losing money. Yeah, they made this huge spike. I really think if their clients lose money ultimately on the features and the credit cards, these payment, if all the new features are flashy but ultimately don't make money, you're not going to be a successful company. That's what I like about SoFi. The things they do are well known. They're tried and true. They're proven. They're just doing it better, more efficiently, less cost, less people, more technology. It's lending, it's financial services, it's saving, it's credit cards, it's student loans, it's home loans. You know, they're getting into auto loans, it's insurance, it's travel. And then they're getting into this software as a service deal with Galileo. And the news, if you saw the other day, I mean, I did a video on this, but they're talking about, you know, basically outlawing the structure of the FinTurd host bank relationship so they can have banking like products, banking as a service without a bank charter. The host bank is going to actually have to keep everything and do all the back end accounting and know who each account belongs to. So it's going to make it far more expensive and far more onerous. And they're already losing money doing this. It already doesn't work. These FinTurds don't make money. They're not on the right trajectory. A firm's not made a penny. The stock just goes crazy because they say AI, Amazon, Apple. I mean, are the products Hood is offering smart and appropriate for a retail consumer? I don't know. I guess there's a demand for it. I guess it's profitable. So it doesn't really matter. I'll make another point just quickly regard to the chart. I know this might sound crazy, but SoFi for the last couple of years, basically since the stock just fell off a cliff up here, has never really been in an uptrend. I mean, all of the upward price movements have been these insane upward pumps, these vertical lines. You see it. This is a little bit of an uptrend, but still it's more vertical. Vertical. This is vertical. Completely vertical. Vertical. Sawtooth. This up move is just completely vertical. To actually be in an uptrend where they test the bottom here 3 times, consolidating here, 4 tests to the top, or 3 if you just count this as 1. So, I mean, you could say this started consolidating middle of June and has really been in an uptrend definitely since beginning of August. And I know it sounds crazy, but look for a time when this is making reasonably steady gains, higher highs, higher lows, consolidating into this ascending wedge. And it's going to break through. It's going to break through here. There's too much bullish momentum right now. There's too many companies that want to own the stock. And I'm telling you, when the filings come in, when the dust settles, Goldman is going to own this thing and they're going to pump it. And their fingerprints are going to be on it. And you can take that to the bank. Anyway, guys, so a couple of good articles in everybody's saying, okay, I love SoFi. I love SoFi. I just love it. It's great. But it's just overvalued. I just don't like it right now. I'm going to buy it in 2 weeks when it's 4. But I love the stock. I love it. It's just incredible. But it's like 800% overvalued. And I love Anthony Noto. I love his hair. He's a delightful character. Oh, he's a fella. He's a cut-up. Love him down at the golf club. Love him in a windbreaker. Love him with a big bullum head. Love him with a fresh haircut. But the point is, it's everybody says it, but it's bullshit. The stock's ridiculously undervalued. It's trading like 3x this year's sales. And it's going to grow at 25% plus. Going to have great margins. And the risk isn't there. The risk is a myth. Where is the risk? Look at how this company performs year on year, quarter on quarter. Luke with stealth. Look at this. Look at the consistency of the growth. Now, I know it's decelerated a little bit here in the last few quarters, but again, that is macro. That is interest rates. That is being extremely conservative to not take risk. But year on year, the growth is going to be there. I think they're going to sell well over 2.5. I think Q4 guidance is going to be massive. I think half a point is enough to get these student loan borrowers, the home loan refi crew, the discount hoppers, the Groupon poop on your head crowd, the guys who will bring a coupon to a nice dinner on a date, that crew, that classless ilk, those bottom feeders. Oh, I hate you people. Anyway, welcome and hello and welcome. I'm just kidding. I love everybody. It's a new Danny Deals. I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm so happy. So returning shares today, guys, and there's a lot of subtle buyers coming into the stock, a lot more shares. Just out of curiosity, why does Vanguard overall in aggregate hold 90 million shares, BlackRock 45, these guys, and it goes down and down and down. And then you see, I don't know, this is just weird to me. I always notice this, like Citibank, Wells Fargo, and JP Morgan all own like 3.5 to 3.3 million. It's just weird. Their positions kind of move together. I don't know if it's because it's part of some mid-cap index or it's just odd. It's just odd to me. But Royal Bank of Canada owns a stock. All these teachers, everybody's buying the stock. And I think the filings for Q3 are going to be another inflection point, along with the explosion in EPS. But I know you guys want to see the live jive, live at 5, short interest. So they're saying short interest 182, shares on loan 196, and they returned 5.6 million shares today. Now look at yesterday. It popped back up and they borrowed some more after hours. Cost to borrow, while not negative, is still negligible. Any news coming across the wire on Ortex, trading 5% higher. Smith Anglin has a stake in the stock. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Large options trading, no shit, Sherlock. We all know that. How do you know these worthless, slimy, no good, cheap suit, country club, golf hustler, Lester Diamond started dating the Sharon Stone character at 13 years old? Where do these guys, how do you know they're giving up? Pardon me, that sentence went on a little too long. It didn't make any sense. You look at the aggregate short volume ratios. I mean, they were back up into the mid and high 40s, the first, second, and third, then fourth, seventh, and eighth, 26, 27, 29. These are very, very low ratios for the SoFi stock. And then you take a look at the institutional owners on these turds. Again, record high. They tell you institutions are dumping, institutions are selling off. It's not true. It's not true. Just a few filings. Wedmont Private Capital, new position, 15,000 shares, no big whoop. Brookstone, 60. CWM LLC, who is one of my favorite companies in the world. They're doing things with CWMs that very few people have ever even dreamed of. But the type of athletic supporter, the type of protection you need just for your groin when you're violently installing those CWMs can be overwhelming, just the costs. But they increased their shares 93%, now holding about 100,000 shares. Again, not a huge player, but just this is over and over. Pacifica Partners, they lost their nerve, but they have tiny testicles anyway, so they sold out 100%, as did the Mather Group. Always been cowards over at the Mather Group. Went ahead and got out, and good riddance. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, Mather Group. Go F yourself, you freaking turds. No, I don't care. You guys want to sell shares, I really could care less. Anyway, you're talking about, everybody's talking about, hey, it's a good stock, it's just overvalued. That's why the KBWs of the world were trying to convince everybody it's a $7 stock, even though it's obviously not, even though any appropriate multiple. Book value at this, return on capital, rate of growth, if you start to look at EPS projections, 2025, 2026, that rate of growth with those earnings, any type of metric you want to use for a growth stock. If you don't just want to be completely disingenuous, like Gary Garber, whatever the fuck that guy's name was, and just say, well, this is the book value, it's a bank, so it's a $2 stock, wake me up in 1972. when you invent a time machine to take me back to my people. Did I mention that I once lost money on a calling card stock? Did I tell that fun story again? I always tell that one at parties. I don't know. Everybody leaves. I don't know why. Oh, fuck me in the goat ass. This is Pico. Anyway, guys, we got Oprah's thick bag. Everybody's here. So the gist of this thing is he applies Peter Lynch's model the way he wants to apply it. This guy's smart. I've read his articles time and time again, but he comes to the conclusion. You can read it for yourself. He talks about the growth. He talks about all the facts. He talks about the numbers. These are things bears never talk about. And SoFi bears have basically completely gone away. They just say, oh, no, dead stock, great stock, but it's a dead stock. Oh, wait, it's moving up, consistently off of 6, and now it's, just hit 860 today. Up, dead stock. They're trying to make it dead. They're sucking all the life out of the stock, but I'm telling you this stock is going to 1013, if not before earnings, shortly after earnings. Because earnings are going to be good and guidance is going to be even better. Dude, the Chia Pets of the world, the five heads, these worthless turds that trash the stock and then accumulate in the back alleys where nobody's looking, where polite society wouldn't venture to go. These types of turds are the ones dragging the stock, trying to convince everybody this stock isn't a double-digit stock. Well, I got a little news for you, you worthless turds. This is a double-digit stock, and it's going to 1013. And, he talks about in this article, the Morningstar fair value they put on it 13. And they have their own, proprietary model. They say it's worth $13, which is like 57. So he's talking about the Peter Lynch's fair value, how he looks at EPS, and basically saying the fair values, the EPS ventures, EPS growth rates. You guys can read about what this is. I've actually read like Peter Lynch's books and stuff. So he's probably one of the most brilliant guys ever to, pick up a share of stock and throw it around. But anyway, so for EPS growth, I'll take the long-term CAGR 45% for EPS figure itself. I'll stop by next year's figure of 0.25 cents share. Get a fair value of $11.25, which is 36% lower compared to today's stock price of $8.26. Morningstar's premium fair value model, proprietary source, has an even more impressive output, showing an undervaluation of 57.2%. Based on that, I believe SoFi is actually a growth at a reasonable price pick in today's environment. Given its growth prospects and the uniqueness of the business model, SoFi deserves a buy rating. He goes through the risks, but again, it's just a very, very solid article. There's no revelations there, but it just dispels all the myths, all the nonsense about how the stock is overvalued. And then if you want to talk about charts, you want to talk about bullish momentum, this ascending wedge about to break through the resistance. We're about to, have a golden cross 50-day simple moving average crossing over the 200-day simple moving average. Everything is bullish, fundamental, technical, regulatory environment, interest rates, the wheel. Basically, think about the premium student loan market. Discover got out of the business. No one else is going to refi these rich people. And we're going to cross-sell these fucking turds. We're going to cross them up like they're chop-chos. We're going to cross over on these sacks of shit like we're AI. Not AI like it's popular right now with NVIDIA. The truth. Allen Iverson. Come on. You guys know what I'm talking about. What's going on, guys? Welcome and hello, hello and welcome, welcome and hello, hello and welcome and hello. Don't you all sub and like Alberto? Welcome, Alberto. I haven't seen you in a while, Alberto. What have you been riding your motorcycle around, causing havoc? Like that movie Reefer Madness. Don't sub and like. Alberto's right. I love you guys. I do not love you guys. Not a lurker's writing this. Don't put that up. Hide that. Okra's thick bag is here. Stedman is here. Potato, and frankly, appreciate the goat reference. I get goat reference. I'm a goat. Don't sub. Block everybody. Get out of here. Don't sub. Alberto Berdiabla is here. Chris is here. Thank you, Lord, that got me an education. Chris, sorry, I'm reading these comments in reverse, so I mean, I'm a lot of sense I was here about getting in the timeouts or whatever. Actually, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Everybody's talking to Not a Lurker. Not a Lurker's a real draw here. Not a Lurker's the only one making any sense. Of course, the great Alberto Z's kills two stones with one bird. That's very difficult to do because you have to get the bird to fly very quickly into the rock. It's very hard to kill a rock. Trust me, knock on wood. I don't know. It's all the same comments. Freaking Alberto, not a lurker. Chris, yeah, it's a big circle jerk. Big sausage fest. What do I need to be here for? What's up, Mustang Rider? Greetings, hello, and welcome. We got Chartered Travel. He's here lurking. We got Jake the Snake Roberts, 14. Hey, Danny, can't wait to SoFi move past 850. Yeah, I moved past 850 today. It's challenge level a couple times. Don't worry about it. Just look at the chart. It's going through 850. Went through 850 today. Closed right here. 3 higher highs here in the short term. 5 higher highs, and it's already made higher highs. It's going up, guys. 1013. I'm telling you. I stake my reputation as a portly gentleman on it. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. By the way, guys, Toon Poco Moss, one of the greatest shows, one of the only shows, in fact, in the history of the internet. And you can check that reference. You can fact check me on that. One of the only shows on YouTube. Full stop. If you want to watch something else, you have to go to another dimension. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. I didn't really have anything to say on this broadcast. Obviously, maximum pain is 8. The puts are weak. It hit, 860 today, so they could have wiped out the calls at 850 if they wanted to. It just depends. A lot of those things probably didn't get exercised, but people who own these, the smart guys, rolled out of them a while ago. They saw the writing on the wall, so hopefully nobody's getting hurt too bad, getting all their shares called away, but you knew the risks, so it's no big deal. And I know you guys kind of see things coming and kind of get out of the way, hopefully. But the reason also the stock's going higher is just look how weak the volume is on the puts. I mean, the bears have no conviction. They have tiny wings, no conviction, and they're not getting the picnic basket. Ranger Smith wins this round. So, Max Payne's been getting wiped out by a lot of stocks. And I have to think that market makers are buying calls, hedging. I know it's not all retail buying these calls, but they certainly rush in and buy them from market makers at the wrong time and provide some liquidity so market makers can dump these on the infantile, stupid morons that make up the vast majority of my fine audience. Anyway, guys, I don't know. Anybody else have anything to say? Let me check some of these latest comments. We got Eddie Martin. Yo, Danny, great to catch you live. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for watching the show. I like your beach serene and your beautifully shaped bald head. It's excellent. Got a lot going for you. Chartered Travel dropped the Canadian and got all of jail this time. Yeah, man, you can't put too many eggs in your Canadian basket. That thing will freeze on you. Nobody likes frozen eggs, unless you're from Minnesota. I've got lutefisk and some frozen eggs for you. Come on over, Margie. Most of what I know about Minnesota, I learned from the film Fargo. So I don't know how accurate a portrayal it is, but I don't know. Can't go wrong with Jose Feliciano. Anyway, SoFi 1013. It's extremely specific, Gavin Connor. It's extremely specific. You're right. Steven Zunker coming out of the bunker to say, howdy ho, neighbor. It's the old Ned Flanders rating. Howdy ho. We got Chartered Travel, it's the same color as NVIDIA ticker. What is up? Because they announced an investor day and they announced these new products. But I'm telling you, most people should not be trading these products. It's not for these returners. And a lot of people on Hood lose money. They're these 24 million members. Okay, the company makes money, but is it sustainable to have people trading these deep instruments that, frankly, most of us don't even really understand? I would definitely list a pat on the back from the great Alberto Berti Aviles on my resume. Probably on the top, probably one of the best accomplishments in my life. Thank you for the $200 Venmo for the stream war. Not a lurker is paying people cash money. Remember, guys, vote early and often. A good noche, all. May SoFi go to the moon. Indeed, we're all with you. Freddie Lafitte and his band with a beat. Joining us live from the Mayberry Sandbox. Pokemon. Well, hockey rink is late. How dare you, hockey rink? You were probably down at the park playing hockey with a monkey. And it's 1, 2, 3. The kids love the monkey. And it's 4, 5, 6. The monkey's got a hockey stick. Oh, guys, the Zambonis. If you've never seen the Zambonis live, they get the kids up on stage. Everybody's singing and dancing, having a good time. It's good fun. Their entire repertoire of every song they play is all about hockey. So it's pretty random. But at least loosely, at least allegorically, it's not a literal corollary. It's like, my friends didn't die face down in Long Duck, Vietnam, Cambodia. Walter, what does this have to do with Vietnam? He's like, well, there's no literal corollary. He's like, fuck, shut the fuck. It's a family restaurant. Just enjoying my coffee, dude. Family restaurant. It's like, Walter Sobchak's one of my favorite characters in the history of the world. A waitress tells him to stop cursing because there's children present, and he tells her that the Supreme Court has roundly rejected prior restraint. So you're going to have to, I'm drinking my coffee. It's like, calm down, Walter. I'm calmer than you are. Oh my God, I love Big Lebowski. Let's see. I usually don't question myself, but when I do, I like my answer. Absolutely. As long as you know, you should be questioning yourself. Question everything. That's what critical thinking is. Question your assumptions. Look at new evidence. Look at new information. Always assume you might be wrong. Always assume there might be an angle or something you don't see. If you're completely confident you're right, then you're fucked already. That's like, I was like, and I love Tesla, and I've been a Tesla investor since 2016 or something. It's like Elon Musk disease. It's just overconfident, cocky, brash, and I like it to a point. But at a certain point, it hurts you. At a certain point, it hurts you. You have to be able to entertain the possibility that you might be wrong and somebody else might be right. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. I don't get that. Somebody like that, like an Elon Musk, who's so willing to make mistakes and so willing to try and so brilliant, but then can be just personally so prickly. It's just not helpful. It's certainly not helpful for a Tesla investor. Anyway, that's just a personal thing. Like, I still like the company. I still like Elon. But it's just like, grow up. Grow up, man. There's a lot of smart people out there. There's a lot of ideas. People can criticize you. You shouldn't try to get them fired and try to shut their stupid little blog down because you just have a thin skin and a tiny, tiny millimetric wang. I don't mean to make this like an anti-Elon rant, but anyway, and I don't care. If he wants to support Trump, or it's totally cool. That's his right. But I don't know. Do you need to dance around like you're some fucking Burning Man on a bunch of drugs? You just look like a lunatic. The CEO of, a company that I have a lot of money invested in. I don't like it, but whatever. I can't control the great Elon or the great Kimball Musk, for that matter. Once served as a personal chef to the great. No, I don't know. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was reading comments. I was going to say the great, a personal chef to the great Tanner or the great Tevis, but I couldn't think of a name. Roy. Let's see. Hope the Canadians are doing well, guys. I haven't even had a chance to watch any YouTube, read anything, really watch my stocks too carefully. I've just been really busy, and I know you guys have too. Richard Vaughn is lady late because he drifted back. What's up? Thanks, Richard. Thanks for embracing my idiocy. Richard Vaughn getting Jr. back with us again. Back again. Back like you never left. Kramer, Neo. Let's do some Neo a little bit later. Kramer got shellacked today, but came back nicely. No big deal. It's just, you see, it's accumulation. Every time they do this huge sell-offs right at open, they accumulate the shares back all day. And the hedge funds, all the smart guys are accumulating China. They're accumulating Neo. Neo just acts like a nation state. The meeting they just had with the president of Egypt and UAE to sign this deal with Neo as the CEO, that all had to be orchestrated by the Chinese government. They're setting all this up. They're setting Neo up to win. It's so obvious to me. It's painful, but I don't know, guys. Chris, anyway, I got to get going, guys. Brennan, go Padres. Everybody's watching playoff baseball. I was watching the Mets earlier, beating up on the Phillies. Don't know what happened, but I was getting me haircut. I was like, did you get a haircut? No, I got a mall cut. Old woodshop teacher joke. Anyway, guys, we got Victor M in the casa. Thanks for watching, Victor. Victor Alberto blocked everybody. The great Not a Lurker, of course. We got Chris. So many Chris's, I don't even know what to make of it all. We got Ivy League Redneck. I don't fully understand. Whatever seems pretty pumped about the cap call thing, really paying up. Yeah, the cap call thing. Like I've asked some guys who are like really Ivy League MBA numbers, finance guys, and they're telling me it's going to like 13. They say these guys want it at 13. I don't know. I'm not sophisticated enough to know where like the opposite of Max Payne is on this cap call deal. But I know they want it higher. I know they want it a lot higher than where they bought it, and I know they drove the price down to the shitsville to make that thing happen. Markets can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. Not me, Chris. I got most of my money in real estate. I got rents coming in. I got things. It's like Ray Liotta said in Goodfellas. I got things organized with these guys. As long as I keep getting the stuff from Pittsburgh and Paulie doesn't find out. Karen, what'd you do with the stuff, Karen? Guys want to know the origin story of stock, Karen. Karen. That's how Ray Liotta says that word. At least in my mind. We got the rifleman here. Hey, let's start talking about micro penises. Make me self-conscious. Hey, man, hits a little close to home for many of us. I just took a shower, so, shower penis, guys. South of the equator, you got to choke up because you're playing small ball. I think Elon was correct to assume Democrats would help ICE again, though, which you could somehow stay non-polarizing, but F it, finish FSD, finish something. Fucking everything they got out of Cybertruck. That thing's a disaster. I mean, even in LA, nobody wants that thing. Get the goddamn economy car done. They could destroy the entire market. They should have got the economy car out years ago. What the fuck? I just don't think they could get the margins there yet. I think they need a few more years to get the prices of batteries down, but I don't know. Where is Cum Rocket when you need him? Probably hiding in the shadows at a peep show or whatnot. Anyway, guys, it's a SoFi stock. Ticker symbol is SOFI. Kind of a boring day, but a good day. Volume's good. Price action's fine. Pushing the bears around, covering. It's fine. I don't need it to go to 1013 tomorrow. I just think it's going there in the next month. It's a freight train. They can't stop it. Everything looks bullish. Everything looks bullish. You can't tell me one single thing that's going to slow this company down. Okay, maybe they won't cut rates that quickly if, jobs and stuff remain strong, but that's okay. We already got the half-point cut. It's already going to stimulate demand. Everybody's talking about, they cut, the interest rate from 4.5 to 4.3. Other companies cut even further. American Express, I think, was down to like 4.1. So everybody's going to be perfectly happy at 4.3. They're not going to go, somebody else is paying 4.4, somebody else is paying 4.5, and leave SoFi. They just don't want 0.001 and a hard salami to the face, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to get my bologna sandwich ass out of here, guys. It's a SoFi stock. It's Un Poco Moss. Thanks, Not a Lurker. Thanks, Birdie. Thanks, everybody. It's Danny Deals. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Peace.